welcome to another episode of The Yellow Cow. Yes, I am not on the Yellow Couch, but this is still The Yellow Couch Show. I've been missing you guys, and listen, I am so happy, I am so glad with the share and the likes that I'm getting, and the comments. Oh my God, oh, impactful this Little Yellow Coach Show is on your life. So I just want to say thank you guys for sharing this. Even if it's not for you, you may know somebody else. You still did share it, and it did go around, and the response that I'm getting, the feedback is overwhelming. So I am so grateful, and I am so thankful for this Yellow Couch, doing things my way, my style, delivering it the way I want to. So hey, no, there's no ratings. This is just me doing me. Thank you guys for listening. Remember to share this video and drop a like. If you did not subscribe to my YouTube channel, go over, subscribe. It's all about. So our topic today is building generational wealth. When you hear the word wealth, what comes to mind? To my mind, dollar, dollar, dollar sign. Dollar, dollar, dollar sign. You say wealth, I say money, baby, money. That's how I used to think. Not anymore. I always like to share my opinion and share my point of view, but I'm always treading the way and showing how I came up or how I come about that point of view. First, let's define the word wealth. Wealth is an abundance of valuable possession or money. Or money. Wait a minute. So it's not all money? No. Or money. So there's 4 types of wealth that we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about financial wealth. Yes, we're going to talk about that to support a life. We're going to talk about social wealth. We're going to talk about time wealth as well as health wealth. Wealth is well-rounded, and it's essential to know all parts. Quote for today before I go any further, because quote always start the path. So my quote is coming from no other than Bob Marley, and Bob Marley say, money is numbers, and numbers never end. So if your search for money, if your search for happiness is money, your search will never end. I was like, wait a minute, let me think about that for a minute. So money's a number, the number never ends. So if you're searching for happiness like money, my search is not going to end. I'm ever searching. I don't want to be ever searching. I want to start living, right? So we're going to go over the 4 types of wealth individually. How I came about that is my daughter, she loved curry chicken and rice. And the plan was so we could, cook some curry chicken and rice together on the Yellow Couch. And I started thinking about passing down a legacy, because that's what it is. Our children are our legacy. And my mom taught me how to cook curry chicken, and I took it. I did some rearrangement because of my family. My mom does it with the bones. In my home, I do it just chicken breast because my husband and my daughter don't do the bone thing. So I modify it. So now I'm teaching her it. I'm sure, listen, girl, baby, take it. But you could modify it. You could add what you want, take what you want from it, and carry it on. So I'm carrying on something valuable. But there's other stuff too, a part in us as parent, as adults, as the one that the younger generation are looking to that we have that are valuable. Look at that beautiful color. Ooh, looks so amazing. As I said, I'm gonna drop the recipe at the end of this video. You could do it differently from me, but this is the way we do it. If you do it another way, you could also drop me that comment. Let us know how you do yours. There's always room for growth, and I love to try other stuff. But this is our home recipe. So let's jump right into financial wealth. When you hear the word financial wealth, you hear money. How do we generate money? There's different ways. Real estate, buying homes or property or businesses and keeping it for a time. The price you pay for it, in a couple of years, it probably triple. So real estate is a great way to generate money, as well as put it in the bank, a couple percentage, on it. I'm not all for the bank, but yes, that's also a way, as well as businesses, generating different businesses and making money from that. Yes, comes with financial freedom, and investments, being an investor and doing different things to generate income. So financial freedom is freedom from fear, and it's that fear of not being able to accomplish the other stuff in your life, but at the same time you have to be careful that, and when I say other stuff, I mean the other 3 types of wealth, because you have to be very careful that you don't neglect time, health, and mental health, and you have to incorporate every part in order to have a balanced life. I've seen people who have run themselves to the ground generating income and generating money to live and to have a surplus, and there's nothing wrong with surplus because we should live in abundance. Hey, but the health is declined. They don't have no social circle, and physically their body's deteriorated, so you cannot enjoy the fruit of your labor. So that's where you got to find balance, and this is where sacrifice come in. So as I said, financial wealth, you could gain that through your business, work, 401ks, there's different ways of generating income, but it's not only income. You don't just live to make money. Second one is social wealth, and social wealth has to do with support, creating a strong family ties, lasting relationship with friends, having a sense of belonging. Even with my daughter, she knows that she belongs. She know mommy and daddy got her back. She belongs. Having a strong sense of belonging, to your family or friends or a school group, or in college, sorority groups and different clubs, church, different things, sense of belonging, support system. We need a support system. That's a part of the foundation of wealth as well, and developing self-confidence, because all these things plays a very important part in your life, even with financial wealth. So even with money, you still need a strong support system. If you're like me, I like to enjoy stuff with friends and family. I don't like to just do it all by myself. Even if you need some times alone, how long that's gonna last for? The Bible said it's not good for man to be alone. So we need support. So it's you're leaving a legacy, but when you leave these legacy for your children, and you leave these legacy for your the next generation, if you don't have any kids physically, you have to portray or show that, hey, it's not all about money, but it's about family, it's about friendship, it's about having a support system. I'm not all for all support system. There's some support system that I feel like, hey, it's not building me, it's holding me back, but each one their own, you know, everyone is different. Whatever is suited for you, that in 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you're gonna say, hey, I don't mind having this in my life, or this person in my life, you know. So having a support system is very important. So social wealth, so we covered financial wealth and social wealth. So now we're gonna talk about the third one, which is time wealth, and that has to do with freedom. And when you hear the word freedom, you're like, freedom. And you know, there's not total freedom. When I say that, I mean, we're living in a world with rules and regulation. We're living in a world wherein you have to comply because of other people that lives in the world. So, you know, like personal spaces and you know, not offending and not hurting anyone. But freedom in a way is as if, you know, say you could retire early. You know, yes, that comes with financial freedom, but playing your cards the right way, as well as freedom to pursue your passion. You know, I was doing a research the other day, and it says in the University of California, they did a research on all the people that was ages 51 through to 61, and how were their condition as far as having a passion or a purpose. And in that research, it was seen that majority of those people between the ages of 51 and 61 without a purpose died of cardiovascular disease. I was like, wait a minute. We do have to have something to live for. Oh, let me share something else. I knew a couple that lived many years together. I mean, I don't know them that much here, but they've been together for many years, and one of them got sick and died. And when they died, the other one felt like there was nothing to live for. Because all their life they were just each other. There was nothing to jump into. Not, you know, you didn't give yourself to anything to live for. And I saw that, you know, many years ago, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't want that to be me. I want to give myself to something, but as well as my family, but I want to be able to have something, a purpose, something that I'm passionate about. And hey, speaking to you right now, sharing, you know, about financial, building generational wealth so that you can build, so that you could grow, and so that you could shine is my purpose, is my passion. I love to lift others up. I love to inspire. I just love it. So I'm happy to do this. This is like, hey, bring me on. Like, I want to talk to these people. I want to talk and share some love and share something that I am passionate about. And in doing that, it brings a sense of belonging. It brings a sense of, you know, oh, this is more than money, you know, this is more than food, you know. So it's not like, oh God, I don't have no money, but guess what? I got a voice, I got some experience, and this can do much more for you than money, right? So time, you know, wealth, as well as, you know, it's freedom to do the things you want to do with your family, freedom to take them fishing, you know, whatever it is that you do for a hobby. That's also a part of wealth. So the last one is my favorite, and I am very passionate about, is health wealth. And health covers mental health as well as physical health. And I am so passionate about mental health. Why? Because I felt like I was a prisoner in my own mind. I was a prisoner in my own mind. And when I say a prisoner of my own mind, I couldn't see beyond what I know. And anything else beyond what I know was an attack, or from the devil, or something that, hey, I just don't know. So mental health holds us back a lot. And I am so passionate about that. I am so passionate about positive thinking. I'm so passionate about exercise and drinking your water, get good sleep, eat a balanced diet. It's all a part of growth. There's certain things you cannot, there's certain things you know, it's like, okay, I cannot avoid, right? You can't avoid a car accident. You don't know what's going to happen. So you could be here living, eating healthy and all that stuff, and then a car accident and something happen. I understand that. You know, we're not trying to be naive, but I'm trying to see here that, you know, and at the same time too, when I say don't just focus on financial wealth, don't just focus on physical and mental wealth. Because I've known people who go to the gym and they look buff and big, but they can't think. They don't have no money. They don't have no family or friends around. So you have to invest in every area of wealth to be well-rounded and to be balanced. And that's true wealth. That is true wealth. So it's essential to know the 4 types of wealth. It's more important to invest in all sections of wealth equally, or, you know, whichever section that you believe that you need more work, jump on in, get in it, and start working on it. Hey, shoot me some questions. Shoot me, Stephanie, hey, how do I start working on this? Stephanie, how do I start working on financial wealth? This is where I am. Stephanie, how do I start a social wealth? What is it, you know, how can I create that? What can I do to start, you know, looking at my time wealth? Or what can I do to help? And even with health, y'all know, start eating right, exercise, take care of your body, but you got to start thinking positive. You got to start go the territory in your mind that you have never been before. Be open-minded. So I've done shows on that alone, and that's a topic by itself that is huge, that this little 20 minutes cannot cover. But all these are very essential. Building generational wealth that can be passed down to the next generation and here long after I'm not here. You know, I could pass down trillions of dollars down to Harmony, yes, and yes, and she will have that. But guess what? If she's not developed mentally, if she's not developed socially, and if she's not developed health in a healthy way, she can't inherit. She inherits it, but she cannot enjoy it, and probably not have the ability to help maintain it, to pass it down to her generation. So all these things are essential. All these things are important. So and from the yellow couch, I want you to know that wealth comes from the abundance and the balanced life with money, with time, with health, with support, and with health. You know, so wealth is well-rounded. So when you hear the word wealth, you know, I'm wealthy. Am I wealthy just money? Am I wealthy in my health? Am I wealthy in my support system? Am I wealthy with my time? Because that's all we have. All of us have the same amount of time. And when you go to work, you're giving up your time for money. And when you spend time with people, you're giving up your time for that. You know, is it worth it? What is valuable to you? So when you hear the word wealth, now we're building generational wealth here. And I'm teaching you how to build a well-rounded and balanced generational wealth. Picture yourself, picture your family, picture what are you leaving for your children, your grandchildren. What kind of life are you showing them? What is it that you're teaching them? What do you see passing down to the next generation? You know, it's not just get money. You know, I've had a conversation with a customer lately, and he's 26, and he says, there's one thing with my generation: we know how to hustle, we know how to make that money fast, but if you ask us how to keep it, we don't know. So there is an issue there. And you know, so hey, building generational wealth that is sustainable, that is tangible, and that is effective and working in our lives. So from the yellow couch, hey, I'm your girl Stephanie here. I see you next week. Share, like, drop a comment, and let me know. Keep letting me know how this show is impacting your life, and if you're learning anything from it, and what else you would like to learn about. I'm all about build, grow, and shine. I'm all about, sharing my experience so that you could see that, hey, you're not alone. You're not in this life alone. There's somebody else can identify with. So see you next week. I am your host, Stephanie Harrington. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.